Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TNTR. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where those green lines up there are coming from. But welcome to the wonderful world of pharma, and just I think this is some sort of pharma or biotech or whatever. But yeah, it can happen, but it does create now a pretty interesting setup going into next week. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those. And the setup here that is taking place is in terms of pretty much just the price going sideways, and that may seem kind of anticlimactic, but let's actually set the context here. So there's the gap down, then after the gap down, the price just kept getting hammered and hammered and hammered and hammered, and then all of a sudden the price started to go sideways, which suggests, and before I forget, you throw in the fact that during the sideways period, the volume dropped off quite a bit, suggesting, hey, maybe the selling pressure is gone, that, hey, maybe this is some sort of bottom that is forming. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish trading was this easy. Just because the price got hammered and then started to go sideways on low volume does not guarantee that this is the bottom. I mean, like I said, I wish trading was that easy, but that would imply, guarantees, and there's just no such thing as a guarantee. Now, would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce there? It would not be shocking, but that is very different than me or anybody else saying that this is for sure going to bounce, because there are no for sure. So in the event, in terms of kind of as far as the setup is concerned, key level of support that stands out to me is basically just where the price essentially went sideways, and that's right around 29 cents, give or take a little bit there. So 29 cents is that important area of support. If this does start to bounce, where are some of these levels of resistance at? First key level is basically the top of this little miniature channel pattern that formed throughout the latter part of the day, and that sits right there at 33 cents. So 33 initial area, and if there is any sort of bounce that's going to get started, that's kind of that first hurdle that's going to need to be cleared, because the bulls tried several times this afternoon, could never quite do it. So 33 cents, that initial level. If the price can get above there, then 40 cents is that next potential area. If you've traded long enough, then you've seen stocks like this that get beat down, and they can produce some very nice bounces. So that's why it's at least worth keeping an eye on. But these are also setups where if you're not good at risk management, you don't honor stop losses and that sort of stuff. Well, I mean, you shouldn't even be trading in the first place, but that's another discussion. But you definitely shouldn't be trading setups like this. So we'll see what happens with it and see if the bulls have chipped away at enough to create some sort of bounce or not next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.